So you know I'm paid in full.
Hey, what's going on? You're tapped into another episode of the Addicted to Arguing podcast. As always, I've got my boy, the Chief, Brennon Seifert. What's going on with you?
Fat Thor.
And I got my boy, Derrick Keener. What's going on?
War!
We got Craig over there. I am some monster from the woods, I guess.
It's Halloween, baby.
Straight out of Falcon.
Yeah, this is the Halloween edition. We're going to have a little fun today. I'm going to sweat my ass off. Chief has a towel in his hoodie.
Sweating like a gazoon tight.
He sweat like a...
Is that all your hair, man?
Gazoon tight.
What's
That's all
that?
your hair?
Yeah.
That's really his hair. That's just wild, ain't it?
That's real. Real nappy, dry. Got some stump grinding wood chips in it, most likely.
Yeah, but the hoes love it, right?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
Like, he say that, man. He got a woman.
Yeah, I mean, the hoes...
Nah, really. I'm at the point now where
They don't like
females see me and they're like, fuck you.
That's because you've got more hair than them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet there's some jealous women out there.
Yeah. It's either like awe or like, the fuck is this guy?
Women do too much to their hair.
They do. And that's why
They ruin, like, sometimes, like, girls will tell you, oh, I ruined my hair, I dyed it too many times, or...
they always ask me, what do you do? And I'm like, I don't do what you do.
Leave that motherfucker alone.
I tie the shit up. I wash once a week.
Yeah.
I keep condition. That's it.
Yeah.
And then my aunt makes me trim it like once every few months because that's supposed to be good
That's
for
white
it.
shit.
Cut your split ends. No.
Nah,
You
yeah,
cut your split ends off.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that ain't white shit. Then you cut split ends off of that, baby.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
You got
That
split
keeps
I
the
just
ends.
hair
hear like your
healthy.
aunt. I just imagine your aunt with a cigarette talking about, come over here, Chief, I gotta cut them damn loose ends off.
And that's what she probably do. Come here.
She got a little Arkansas in her, but not quite that
She
much.
doesn't
Not
chew
that
on
much.
cigarettes while she talks.
Hilarious.
That's what be getting me when people chew on the cigarette.
won't chew
Like,
on
you ever
it.
talk to a motherfucker that's smoking a cigarette and they're
I
just
do.
eating that motherfucker?
I like them type of people.
She is
Yep.
going to have a
They
Marlboro.
crazy.
If they gonna fix the fuck out of your car.
Yeah, they
man.
are.
It's probably the...
You seen the ones that don't ash it?
alternator. It's your alternator.
They don't. You seen the ones that don't ash it? They just let that motherfucker fall.
Have
Oh,
like,
yeah. Tough. Those are tough people.
oh, there's no way I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna thug it out though. Shit is
Yeah,
hot as
man. No, do you think it's Halloween? We are festive. We got Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor.
Slightly depressed God of Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then I was in the movie Friday. We actually did talk to Big Worm.
Yeah, he just casually calls Big Worm. That was cool.
Worm.
Because he was calling Worm, and I'm like, who?
The real Big Worm.
Yeah, the actual Big
Not
Worm.
his friend. His friend, the real Big Worm.
Face on Love.
Face on love.
All right, here we go. First thing to come off.
Already?
Yep. Yeah, that's quick, ain't it?
Damn, bro.
Hello, world.
That's quick. You coming up out of there quick,
It's
brother.
a little woman now.
You try this wig on. I bet it's very similar.
Yeah, that ain't no fucking wig.
Yeah, that look
Nah, bro. This
good.
shit's hot. I be cooking.
Everything in there. Well, we got about an hour.
Fat
Yeah.
Thor.
Oh yeah, we got an hour to get in. It's gonna get rough. Oh, I got a wife beater on under this. You'll see it. It will get down to that point.
Well, I'm keeping mine on. I'm comfortable.
Well, I thought about what we could talk about today a little bit at least. I know we got to talk about Tony Hinchcliffe and all that shit that went down. We'll get to that. We'll warm up a little bit first. What y'all think about all these damn robots they're trying to build now?
Man.
First of all, have you seen them? Have you seen like Elon's first little Optimus robots?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And this is gonna sound bad. This is gonna sound real bad. If Elon died, I wouldn't be upset.
Okay.
Hey, man.
You ain't with Elon?
No, hey man, he's doing. Listen, I'm all for progressiveness. I'm all for technology evolving. Hey man, this shit starting to look like iRobot.
For real.
It's pretty there. It's pretty close to that.
We close to iRobot. I don't want. What are you gonna do with a robot in the house? I don't want a robot as a best friend in the house.
I want a robot to do
Hell
chores.
no. Hell nah, bro.
They could do the laundry. They could do the... Y'all like doing the dishes?
Yes, it's very therapeutic. I'm also old too.
Our cameraman says, "Hell no."
So dig this here. Dig this here. This is so since I'm the elder statesman, I'm the old fart in the group. Let me be an old man.
You ain't no fart, bro.
I'm a poot. I'm a real wet poot.
I do think the older you get, the more opposed to robots you are. I think that's just what happens.
All right, so look, technology, I've seen it go from, brother, I was around during typewriters. We had typewriting class when I was in school. And not only did we have typewriters, we had pagers.
Oh, yeah, somebody would.
I was around for beeper days. You guys weren't around for payphones?
I remember the beepers.
On a beeper, they would send you their number, beep you, and that meant call them. So you had to go find a phone.
You had to go find a payphone.
Right.
We had answering services, the answering machine. I'm from the era of the landline.
Hey, we had a landline.
Get tangled up in the cord and shit.
That's right. Yeah. But you couldn't leave a message till we got the answering machine. You get the answering machine, now you leave. So here's what I'm saying. Technology is growing. And it's going to be so, like, I was around for Betamax. You guys know what Betamax is?
No.
It was right before VCRs. You guys know what VCRs are?
Yeah.
All right.
That's where I popped off at the VCRs.
It progressed. And so the more you keep going, here's what I've seen. I've seen the removal of people in place of machines.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you move, think about how much work we got to do at Walmart behind them damn machines. They used to have people in there checking us out.
Yeah.
They don't check us out anymore.
Mm-mm.
These machines move out real humans, and that's the thing that I don't like.
That's understandable.
Less bank tellers now and more ATMs.
Yeah.
Let's go to the machine and let the machine do it. That takes a human out of a job. I've always been like that since I was a kid. Like I still like to go inside of the bank. I want to look at the people.
I be going inside the bank too.
Yeah.
You're an old dude.
It do make you feel good. Like this is a person handling my money.
Yeah. Because when I cash my checks that are $17.38, I want to look at somebody and say that I earned this money.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
$17 is mine.
Yeah. But I don't like the robots, man. They may be good for some stuff, but
I think a lot of people, I think a lot of rich people are going to get on board first, and they're going to have robot butlers. I think that's going to be one of the first steps. And Elon, I already heard Elon talk about, like, yeah, we're hoping to get him like $10,000, $20,000. You could get a loan on them like you're getting a car, and they'll do everything like at your house. But here's what I know. Think about what sells in this world. And yes, I'm going that route.
Sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they finna have some freaky ass robots.
That was gonna be my comment, bro.
Freaky ass robots. Have you thought of that?
I seen a meme the other day whenever I seen Elon's last statement.
Yeah.
And it was a meme, and it was a bunch of guys with their hands up they were all like, "Can you fuck it?"
Yeah.
Well,
first question: Can you fuck it?
Can you fuck it?
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
If a man is fucking a robot, brother, that's hard steel. I can see a woman doing it, but for guys,
So that's already already
they're
happening.
gonna make it soft and nice.
it's a robot, man.
It'll probably listen to you.
You know what? You know what? That is for lonely dudes that don't know how to talk to real women.
Yeah.
So women,
And there's a lot of those.
The problem is when they drop the damn Jackhammer 9000 robot, and these women ain't gonna want us no more because this fucking robot's.
We about halfway there,
out
brother.
the frame.
No. Let me tell you something.
They're not gonna want old Joe no more.
When you can't tell that robot no, and now your hip fucked up. That robot been putting that robot meat all up in you. Oh yeah, ladies, you say you want a robot now until he fucked the lining out of your ass.
Till that bitch malfunction.
Yeah, he
malfunction.
He can't stop. You done came now. He won't quit. Get off of me. I ain't cannot stop now.
Good.
Man.
Good.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, there's gonna be so many like this. Gonna sound wild, but there's gonna be ripped off penises.
Penises that get ripped off.
Yeah, because some guy is gonna be like, they're gonna look at that robot that let's say is sweeping the floor. They have a nice firm grip on that broom, and they're gonna say,
"Yeah,
I think they do that to me."
Hey man,
Trips to the set. What was that TV show? Sex Brought Me to the ER.
What?
Hey, dog.
It's a show?
Dog, thank you.
That was a show.
Hey, they would have
Oh,
gerbils
God.
and stuff in their ass.
That sounds like 1,000 Ways to Die. Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you're right.
People are freaky. Like, you crazy if you don't think they're going to get freaky with these robots.
Yeah, but it's a robot, man. Machines malfunction all the time.
Yep, 100%. I'm with you.
At some point, it has to malfunction.
But do that mouth function? You know what I mean? All right.
Important question.
Damn, y'all got a point.
I'm just saying, if you're a dude and
dudes are already fucking robots.
You're not lonely.
Like,
you're not lonely. You just say, what, you get a
forget other
hair
guys.
in your ass, and you're like, well, try this shit. Just
forget other guys.
And then you tried one time.
Would y'all fuck the robot?
nah, fam.
Y'all lie. Both of y'all lie.
What do you say?
Both of y'all.
Hey,
Nah.
beep, boo.
Absolutely
Bring that
not.
ass here, robot. Nah.
But, all right, here's my thoughts.
Because you going to knock it off.
Well,
So,
here's a question.
when's the last time y'all went to a sex store or a store that sells sex items? You
It's
know,
been about a year or two since I've been to a sex store.
they've got. I know y'all seen them. They got the full booties.
Yeah.
Like they got full dolls.
Yeah.
You've thought about it, don't lie.
Like, I thought about like what the fuck.
How embarrassing you gonna be to?
I thought about somebody who does spend $300 on this.
Oh yeah, they fucking the shit up.
So
Like to tell you, I've spent $50 on one. She's not all that.
I mean, bro,
It's not the full thing. That's weird.
For me, it comes down to are you willing to pay for this, even though it is not.
There's guys out there willing to do a lot of shit cheap.
I mean, I know people
So here's
do
the
it.
question.
If they didn't do it, they wouldn't make
Question
it.
I was thinking of. It just popped in my head.
I see the robots happening.
Yeah. Do you think your girl would be more upset with you sleeping with another lady or a lady robot?
Both. Women.
Either way.
Would it be equal? Equal though?
Yo, yes. Equally upset. Let me tell you something.
Takes two different storms.
You want to know why they would be equally upset? Women want you to fuck them and fuck them only.
Mm-hmm.
Your girl gets upset if she finds out that you're jacking off. Why wouldn't you give it to me? She won't know. Why
Facts.
wouldn't you give it to me?
Yes.
She want that shit. And here you are giving it to some robot. And it's not even that you fucking a robot. She think that the robot pussy got better pussy than her.
That's
how you
exactly
think.
what she's thinking.
That'll be up to Elon. I'm just
Hey,
playing.
man.
I'm playing.
I mean, you might well go outside and fuck your Tesla then. If you don't fuck one of them Elon robots,
Man.
put your dick in where the gas tank should go.
You've been eyeballing that
Soft?
4Runner tailpipe, ain't you?
Oh, they get my knees wouldn't allow that one.
I don't want no robot though.
No, there's people that's gonna do some washing, but I mean, you had a robot at the house. I'm stuck on this. Like, it cooks, it cleans, it do your laundry, do your dishes. You could go outside with your kids. You could do all that shit. You take your dog for a walk.
That's the upside to it, and that's what Elon's trying to sell, is that if you have this thing to do this, and this for you, you're going to have ample time to go live whatever life you want to live. But I get where you're coming from in the fact that certain things are therapeutic. I mean, you understand this. You understand the gym, the hustle, going out and
My gym
working.
is a robot. I said no, backwards.
My gym to a
Taking my
robot?
robot to the gym. First
Okay.
time he outdo me.
So let me ask you this
I'm
here.
plugging his ass.
Can my robot go to work for me? Can my robot go do my 9 to 5 so I can do the other shit? Can it do that?
Might drop 20 bands on that one.
Yeah.
If and I can get the check.
For $20,000, you send your robot to work for you.
I drop this motherfucker off every day like hey, I'm driving my robot to work.
Like an annoying family member staying at your house. Yeah, let me take him to work.
What can we do that? And can I get the check? If I can get the check, I can see you putting 20 bands up for his ass and sending this little motherfucker to work.
Oh, yeah. I'm putting down 10 cash.
Brother, you ain't got to take no sick days.
People going to be begging their mama to co-sign on a robot.
Yeah.
What if somebody try to fuck your robot while they at work? I mean,
Hey, but
That's disrespectful, bro. That's his work wife.
that's what I'm saying.
somebody gonna sabotage your robot, pour water on it.
Yeah.
Pour water
Who's
on.
responsible for it?
Fuck him.
Bro, your neighbor piss you off, you hack his robot.
Mm.
True that.
My thoughts are,
yeah.
have y'all thought about the fact that we are making these robots and we still got ice cream machines at McDonald's that don't work?
Man. Well,
Like, we
there's a
got
good
some
reason.
real life problems.
McDonald's
to
needs a
tend to.
robot that just sit around. Its only job is to keep the ice cream machine up. Because apparently it's too hard for real people. But maybe if they had just one fucking robot dedicated to the ice cream machine, you might could order that shit.
Do y'all know that this shit has been in the works since I was a little boy and we were watching a TV show called The Jetsons?
Yeah, I remember the Jetsons. I watched Boomerang. Remember Boomerang?
It'd be on Boomerang.
So Boomerang was after.
Yeah.
It'd be on cartoon.
That was like the
Yeah.
throwbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The network, the Boomerang. Okay.
Mhm.
Yo, the Jetsons had, that was the first microwave, with all that shit. And you got the maid that was a robot, but these robots are going to be different, brother.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
iRobots. That's what they're making. Like, they're making iRobots.
You know they're going to have cars that drive themselves. They're working on that shit already.
They've got that already.
Will Smith was right in iRobot.
He want to whip that motherfucker.
And he did. And he was right.
Yeah.
Think about it, man. He was right. All of them robots are crazy. The dude gave one robot dreams.
Mm.
The robot could dream. That's crazy. Excuse me. You don't want your robot dreaming?
Yeah, no.
The whole concept of, what is it called? Quantum
mechanics?
Yeah,
Quantum physics?
Well, a quantum computer. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
A quantum computer, it has the ability to, as it learns, it knows more and it can learn more. So it's exponential. So like that's an infinite amount of possibilities that can come, So if you got a robot that can teach itself, experience and learn and repeat, it's just going to keep getting smarter and smarter.
Hey, these husbands are stupid if they buy their wives a robot, because that robot going to say, one day when you walk in the house, that robot going to say, you have been out fucking with Keisha, haven't you? Hey, bitch, what does robot get this shit from? I talked to your cell phone when you were asleep. So bitch, you talking to my phone? We know where you've been. Get your shit and get out. This is my house. No, it's not. It's ours. Now you got to leave.
It'll look like
She even
Smith
arguing
thrown
for it.
out. Oh, no, Jack to jail. Yeah.
No,
She going to argue for your woman too.
the robot will.
Oh, dude, I never thought about that.
Exactly.
You get a
Now
robot at
you
your
want
house and
this
it
shit in
team
your
up with the
house?
woman?
I know you've argued with Siri before.
I don't got Siri.
I do.
I'm an Android.
You don't
With
win.
this bitch.
You don't win.
Don't win with her.
It always ends with you just saying, shut up, bitch.
That's right.
And then not responding.
What if you buying this device for your wife? You bought a robot and you go, nah, I want a male robot because I don't want the female robot because
I'll fall in love with it.
well, the female robot may team up with you and do the tell on me.
Yeah.
Now you done bought your wife this male robot and she done stuck this dildo on this robot, man. He wearing your wife ass out.
Yeah, he gonna get washed quick.
Hey, brother, I got to turn the water hose on you. Spray your ass down.
Yeah,
water resistant.
I'd probably get jealous of the robot.
I wonder. I was trying to explain this to Luke. Luke was like, "They're not gonna be able to charge themselves." I said, "Why the fuck not?"
I'll hit that thing with some elbows for sure.
Bro, where he gonna sleep at? Bro, I'm not waking up in the middle. Dog, you got to think about all this shit, man. I'm waking up in the middle of the night and seeing this motherfucker stand up against the wall. Hey,
Would you like a glass of water?
No, motherfucker.
Awake again.
Dog, do you want that?
Fuck
Nightmares,
no. I'll never have that shit, bro. I'm still teetering with fucking Wi-Fi, bro. Like I still want to move to the country and
Get
just
off the grid.
Yep. Half of me wants to get off the grid, grow my own fucking food.
Would y'all trust y'all's robot? Sorry, that was just a random shit.
I mean, if I got one, it's gonna be fly.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be fly now. Yeah, he gonna be wearing some Jordans and shit like that. I don't know. Now he'll wear some Hey Dudes.
I put him in some cocaine whites,
Yeah. Oh yeah, them ice white, them Air Force Ones. Oh yeah.
The OGs.
Oh yeah, I can see.
I just
him in
think
there.
I don't know. People are gonna fall in love with their robot, dude. I just can't get over it. Like it's gonna first. It may not even be sexual at first, and there will be people out there that ain't humping the robot, but just like this robot understands me,
Bro, yeah, just think of the people who want a conversation, but they won't go have one with a real person.
Dog,
They
that's
want to
weird.
be understood. A robot's
there's
gonna
people out there
understand
doing
you.
that shit.
Right? There's people doing that out there right now with AI and Chat GPT.
Oh, yeah, they're
and
chatting the AI for conversation.
Chat GPT, tell me why I'm important.
Dog, I don't understand all that. You lose touch with people
Let's
Yo, man. A lot of times, there are days whenever you get to the house, you got to make everybody cut the phones off and just sit down and talk to them. And we don't have the phones for like 2 or 3 hours.
Hey, Siri, tell me why I'm important.
Hope she roast you.
She gonna say, well, being gay, you... Hey, Siri, why am I important? I don't understand.
Oh, Siri.
I got you.
Yeah. That's
Hey, Siri, why am I important? Hey, Siri, why am I important?
She a hating ass
Siri-
bitch.
Why
Siri
am
is
I
definitely-
important?
Siri is definitely a woman. She is not fucking listening right now.
You're important. 12 reasons why you matter. Declutter the mind. Will you read them to me, Siri?
Oh, damn.
She's slacking.
Yeah, Siri. Fuck
Siri, read those reasons to me, please.
Yeah, she used to be a down bitch.
Somebody call Alexa.
Hey,
Alexis,
Siri,
Alexis, listen to your private conversations.
hey, this phone do that same shit.
bro, yeah, I don't know what's
Alexis,
up with that.
Alexa is hacked by the feds.
Brother, I just know I don't want all that.
Okay, so that's good. Do y'all have Alexas?
No.
Do you?
No, hell no.
He said no.
Just
Alexa,
like-
turn the lights on. No, I don't have none of that shit.
Like, dude, did you know if your Facebook has access to your microphone and camera, and your Facebook happens to be open in the background of your phone, it is listening to you the whole time that it's open?
Oh no.
So you wonder, oh, dude, we were just talking about this, and now the ad's on my. It's because they have access to your microphone and they're going to use it. Just because you're not on the app doesn't mean that it's not. It's the microphone is working at all given times. Your app is
Close all
open,
apps.
and it is legally doing so. It's legally listening
I'm
to you.
legally blind.
So you say, "Damn, I'm in the mood for Mexican."
Hold it down.
Yeah, I'm in the
I'm
mood for
legally
Mexican.
blind.
You're going to have a Mexican restaurant pop up when you get back on there.
Yeah.
You know? And it's bad.
Joe is stupid.
Yeah, what's she talking about over here?
You don't remember Legally Blind?
Yeah,
P.O.P.
hold it down.
Hold it down.
Dog, yeah, I don't want to. I don't know. I just don't want a robot, brother.
Well, I think it's gonna come to a point where so I know where to take this next.
Fucking
How
hot.
do we feel about fucking chips in our brains?
I don't want that either.
Nah, bro. It's dead.
So let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you in a way that I'll make it more enticing. I'll give you the sales pitch just for the fuck of it.
Give me the sales pitch.
Let's say it enhances. Let's say almost like you can just Google in your brain, right? Let's say this shit makes you like the best fucking worker there is because you can do all this processing in your brain. Let's say you work with 24 or 25 people. 24 of those people, they go get the chip in their brain. Now they're 10 times more effective, 1,000 times more effective than you. They're a better worker. All this shit. You're the only person left at work just using your regular smegular damn shit you game with. How would you feel in that situation?
That's a good argument, but I just cannot see. Well, I would like somebody to present me with a case that I'm like, okay, I guess I might try it. But I mean, I can't.
think that's a great sales pitch.
It is.
I think it's a great sales pitch, and I've been pitched it before in my line of work in doing comedy. There's so many comedians I know that are cheating and using AI. I don't want it. I believe in me. I believe in the human experience. See, there's something that we're missing about the human experience, and we're giving it over to a computer or a different thing where it cannot factor in all of my emotions. It cannot factor in all of my experience. It can't factor in my plans for the future. It's just giving me what it thinks is best for right now. Man, listen, you're a human. I want to interact with, and humans get on my motherfucking nerves.
Hell yeah.
But I understand the human experience. So I don't want no chip in my brain. Leave me like I am. I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, right now they're just fixing people. So they successfully. Ooh, freaky.
Come on now.
Successfully, there you have it. They fixed that one guy to an extent. The guy that they had Neuralink, it actually worked. and now he can control like the cursor on his computer with his thoughts. Like it's great. It works. He went on Joe Rogan, talked for 3 hours about how the shit works.
I'm pretty sure it does work. I'm not gonna. I ain't saying
it's
that
like a muscle thing. So like he had a little bit of movement left in his thumb, but he has like this deal where he's been paralyzed like most of his life. And so by the way he twitches his thumb, he can send that message to his thumb, and it'll do different shit on the computer.
I'm not gonna lie. If my whole body
tapped into like what it's what you know what I'm saying. It's following paralyzed. Like because your brain is sending. So
is it from his thumb or is it from his brain?
Well, from his brain to his thumb, but faster than the signal would get sent if we send it to our thumb because there's a delay time. So like when you think about moving your finger, that felt like that shit was fast, right? But there's actually a delay because it takes a tiny amount of time to go from here. Like
a light turning on.
Yeah, it's because it is your brain is sending, I think it's electrons. It's sending or neuron, I'm not sure. It's sending a signal though.
A signal.
Yeah. Wiggle your toes. It's like, it feels like we're doing that instantly, but there is a delay. This guy, they're saying once they work on that shit and get it a little bit better, they say he'll be like the best at video games ever because there won't be no delay.
So listen, how, if everybody has it, we're all the same.
Yeah, we just be like the new normal, huh?
We're all the same. There's a reason he's different than me, and you're different than me, and he's different than. I think we lose a sense of normalcy, and we lose a sense of identity. Now listen, the computers do have they are good for some stuff. Medically, maybe they don't make the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a thing, but
yeah, like I mean, AI could in theory cure cancer.
It's already been cured. They just don't want us to have the cure.
Well, AI might go around them and be like, "Hey, y'all are stupid. You could have been fixing this shit forever ago." So I mean, that could be something good from it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has its benefits, but when you talk about it it's going to be the Wild Wild West, and it's just going to be open season. You know what I mean? That's all I don't want. Okay, we got to regulate this shit, man.
Yeah, well, even China said the first people to master AI will conquer the world. That's what the president of China said, Xi Jinping. That's what he said. He was like, the first people to master AI will more than likely conquer the world.
Guess who it's going to be? It'll be them.
Us, we're in the lead. As far as I know, we're actually in the lead, and they're like right behind us. But that's why that's what makes it harder. So you say we need to regulate AI. That makes sense. The problem is if we slow down, they may not. So it's like racing for nukes or racing for different weapons, you know. If we stop, they're not going to fucking stop.
Have you ever thought that, I know you've seen or looked into the level of intelligence that they have that they've never introduced to us? Like the fact that a lot of stuff that's been used for the military, we're just now seeing, and they had it in the 60s, like drones.
Like they had drones in the 60s? They
had drones in the 60s.
What the fuck? No, I didn't know that.
They had drones. We're just now able to buy, a really nice drone that we can fly up to a few miles. You know,
bullshit with.
It's 2024.
Yeah.
So, people get in trouble with them drones now.
What do you think they're going to do with that AI?
Fined for driving. But AI probably definitely.
What are they going to allow you to actually have? What power?
Oh, we definitely
do you think
the base model at all times.
Yeah, and I don't see that.
What do you get out of it?
Well, think about this, like AI in movies. Like there's this deal called Sora, and it's not for the public. It's just for like a select few that have it, where you can text in a prompt and be like, hey, they have this cool thing. It's like mammoths running through the snow, and it looks real as fuck. And all they did was type that shit in, or lady walking through Tokyo street.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all can go Google this shit, AI Sora. It's a real thing. You just type in the prompt, bam. So what they're going to be able to do eventually is say, hey, make Lord of the Rings in this way. Or, hey, there's a book I like. It doesn't have a movie. AI,
write me a script.
Yeah, or write me a script. Write me a fucking joke. Write me a set.
You can already do write me a song. You can already do write me a comedy skit.
So look, I've seen a comedian use AI. I saw it in real time. I saw her on stage, and I knew that she was terrible. And I watched her be terrible. And then like a month later, she came back. I was like, damn, that's got to be AI. There's no way you go from not having stage presence to being, shit, she's the second coming of Whoopi Goldberg. Like, what,
Yeah.
it was amazing. And I've had other comics tell me, use AI to find the joke. I don't want to.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about that.
I don't want to. I'm good at this on my own. My brain works. And when it stops working, I'm out of the game.
I think what's scary is that, okay, so like, let's take me just this past year. I've done almost 100 episodes of podcasting.
Okay.
If AI could scan all the episodes I've been in, they probably get a decent feel about me and what I say, right?
Yeah,
so I mean, they could log in just my podcast videos that are public and get a pretty good knockoff of Joe, more than likely.
I think that AI has its place. I ain't trying to be behind in the world. Has its place, and I think it can do some good. But I think when you become reliant upon it, it's like texting. Texting has caused people to forget how to spell.
LOL.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, they don't realize that I comes before E except after C.
Man.
Some people don't know cursive. Some people don't know how to add something on a sheet of paper.
You know
Can
what
we
I'm
all
saying?
write cursive in here?
Yeah.
Write cursive?
I write
cursive?
I write nice
Write
cursive.
Oh. Okay, you write cursive? Hell yeah.
Hey, listen, and when you lose certain things, so when you lose that, but a kid can work a phone, they can get a message to you. They don't know how to spell. They can't read the message. They know how to tell the phone what they're trying to say to you. And so if they can do that, they won't ever learn.
Y'all got anybody in your life that just sends you voice messages? There's a dude that's always hitting me up.
He'll talk the whole time.
Your dad does it. He will call you. He just send you a voice. Yeah, there's people that will hit me up and be like, and it's, you know how it's always like fucking. It sounds shitty when they send through.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, fucking, bro, just fucking text that shit.
Yeah.
Do you have people that like refuse to text? I know a couple people that I'll text them and they'll immediately call me no matter what the fuck I got to
I'm
say.
the opposite.
I used to be one of those people.
Oh, really?
Okay, I used to be.
Like somebody texts you, just fucking call
I'm
them.
so sorry. Yes, and I know that's wrong. But I grew up old school.
I like it.
I grew up talking on the phone. Like, I know guys, like, it was dudes would text girls. My son, he's good for this shit. I got a girlfriend. When do you talk to her? We text. You text? Dude, I grew up talking to her. Like, I had to go physically. Hey, how you doing? My name is Derrick. What's your name? All that.
Well, we used to say, y'all set up all night on the phone with the lady before?
Oh, facts.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Got in trouble when my mama coming in the room. I had to hide that damn phone up under the pillow because we had the glow in the dark phone, the see-through phone with all the colors on that shit. Damn, bitch, would you go back to bed? Like, so I can talk. Oh, yeah.
What about whenever you could hear people on your on the
that's what I'm saying,
landline?
dude. I'd be trying to cake it up. It'd be like midnight. Yeah, then all of a sudden you hear breathing on the phone. You're like, what the fuck? Then one of your parents, get the fuck off the phone.
Yeah.
Shit. I'll talk to you later, baby. I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
No.
But I just think you lose all that.
Never again. We don't get to experience that anymore.
I wouldn't want to date today. I wouldn't want to date today because they got too many ways. Too many ways to contact.
Tinder's wild, bro.
People.
This is how easy it is to say no to somebody nowadays.
We didn't have no. Last time I was dating, there was no fucking Tinder. I've been my wife for 12 years. We didn't have no fucking Tinder. None of that shit.
Well, you know you got Facebook dating too.
Yeah.
So when me and my girl got together right when that was a thing, I never got to experience
Hey, no
it.
cap. I was scrolling on Facebook today, and there was an ad made for me. It said, Derrick, join 6,000 people in your area who are, I swear I was just like, what? I didn't join, but I was like, yeah, it was made for me.
That sound like the mother ass. Hot MILF near you.
You've been on Pornhub too much.
Brennon.
I'm like,
Now you have a virus.
these old ladies want to fuck in this area.
There's 43 of them within 0.5 miles.
Who is Mary? 3.4 miles away? Mary in Maud? Okay, let me see what Mary wants.
But I know the first time y'all ever seen that ad, you were like, no way. No fucking way.
Your whole computer is trash now. You just got one hell of a virus.
Oh, speaking of computer viruses, did y'all ever do the dial-up? Like, I used to burn all the CDs on dial-up LimeWire.
What was the other one? LimeWire, and then there was the other wire. What was it? It was like yellow.
I can't think
it
of what it is, but you're right.
Frostwire. And that shit would fuck your computer up.
What?
I killed many a PC. My parents were upset. I'm trying to listen to like the fucking Carter 2 and shit.
Y'all didn't have party lines.
No, my mom told me about this shit where like the neighborhood would be connected to one line.
So I'll never forget. And see, they used to get a phone bill, and based upon the calls that you made would be they could see like where the charge came from. I did not know that as a kid. Man, and we had a party line, and I mean, I'm going crazy during spring break. It takes about a month. But when they got that bill in, hey, boys, come in here. Let me talk to you. Yeah. And which one of y'all at 11:32 a.m. was on the phone for 73 minutes on a party line? Yeah, that was me. All right, the rest of y'all gonna go back and meet me upstairs. Take your clothes off. Oh yeah.
Was it like a hotline?
It was like it was. You would talk to people from all across the country, everybody, or all in the city. Everybody, we'd all be on one line. It was a party line.
I did that with that Soldier Boy.
Everybody kiss me through the phone.
Did you?
Everybody called the Soldier Boy number. Yeah.
678 999 8212.
Hilarious.
Then
I
after
didn't know
that,
that.
they got minutes.
So back when there was landlines, were they charged? Like, did you get charged monthly for like just a regular phone bill, or was it by the minutes?
So no. So you had your basic plan, but then if you call long distance, so you had this thing as a collect call and calling long distance. So if somebody, if they phone was there, they could call you collect. You could pay for it. But we weren't doing that shit. Or if your mom wouldn't accept a collect call, if I didn't have a quarter or something I had to call, you could call and you would leave your mom a message. Like it would say, you have a call from Mama, we at the mall, pick us up by JCPenney's.
Yeah.
And hang up the phone. And like she would get the message and just bring ass on over there so you had to pay for it to see your ass that got hot, huh?
Yes, I'm burning.
Yeah, you ain't got that air on in here today.
No.
I can tell you this.
Bro, I'm dying right now.
It's warm in this motherfucker, man.
I ain't trying to fuck all this up, though.
I didn't want to mess I was trying to get the sound a little clearer.
I ain't trying to move.
I had it rolling last week. Y'all want it up, Mom?
Shit, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the sound of it, we'll be all right. We can deal with that. Yeah, we'll be all right. The people ain't mad. Yeah, you got the whole outfit on. Do you really wear this?
Good Lord.
I've hunted in that before. My bad. I've hunted in that before.
That's a lot, dog.
Hey, but when I pop out like the goddamn book,
All right, bro.
I'm gonna hop on the back of a
Timmy with a good time.
You coming up out of your
I'm
shit
shedding,
too?
bro. I'm shedding. Fat
Y'all
Thor.
gonna leave Craig as the only one.
Fat Thor out.
Fat Thor out. No, stay with it, Fat Thor. You doing good. Boy, look at Fat Thor. Fat Thor's gone too. Sorry, they're leaving me with the podcast. All right, there we go. All right, he's back.
Bro, I got layers on.
No, I feel you. It is Halloween. You do look like Fat Thor, but let's be very clear. And let's roll on this way. You kind of favoring Tony Hinchcliffe right now.
Oh, no, yeah, let's do that.
Let's roll into it, man.
Let's wait till he sits back down so we can get in the cameras. But
Okay, yeah, because I mean, you know.
God.
What,
Is it that bad?
Oh, bro, I'm dying. I think I almost heat exhaustion fell asleep.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's hot in here. It was hot, but it's all right. The cat still is here.
Yep, you can count on Bobby.
Bobby, that's his name, Bobby.
Count on Bobby.
I was finna start pawing at me, seeing if I was dead or not.
Well, I mean, he would know. Oh, you gonna put the hair up?
Oh yeah, it's gone. Got my neck hot.
You done came out the towel gone too?
I'm taking the towel soaked. Belly sweat.
Y'all gotta see him. Everything is coming off. He's getting out of all right.
I like the dedication to the outfit.
Oh yeah, he was dedicated now.
We made it 40 minutes, so.
That was a lot of good.
That's good. The election is coming up. I don't want to get into who nobody voting for, because I don't think it's nobody's business. When we get in the voting booth, you vote the way you want to fucking vote. But I will tell you this. I hate how this election and these last few elections have divided this country to a degree during this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Division is power.
Hey, man, listen.
That sounds some hippie shit.
They keep us divided.
Division is power.
They keep us divided.
There ain't no power ever.
But dig this here. We say there's division, but you know what I mean? Like, and it's divisive rhetoric. It ain't really division, because are we divided?
No.
You know what I'm saying? They want us to look divided.
But we see past politics.
But people are picking sides like so hard, and it's like you. I think back in the day, and I may not be old enough to even say this, but I think back in the day, if you told somebody you was something else, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, you bet." Now, when you say certain shit, like if you say I'm a Republican, that is like deeply offensive to somebody, like or vice versa.
People aren't drawing the line in politics.
Yeah, they.
Hey, people do. See that one party thing. I voted Republican. I voted Democratic. I voted Independent. I voted based upon who I think has the best moral compass. Typically is where I go with it. I go with who I think is the best for the people. I'm gonna make the money that I'm gonna make. You know what I'm saying? Right. I never vote with my pockets. I think when you vote with your pockets, you're voting.
It's a sellout.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah. It's a big cop out. Yeah, it's a big cop out if you vote with your pockets. But there are business people that have to vote like that because they make so much money, so they want to keep their interest.
Yeah.
I understand that, right? I understand voting in what interests you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you break all this down and you get to the basis of everything, you got kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you got kids.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. We all want to protect our families.
Yeah.
You all want to make enough money to be able to get the kids food and clothes and keep a roof over their head, right? All of this is just simple. We all want to eat every day. You know what I mean? This ain't got nothing to do. We want to be able to afford all the things that we need and some of what we want. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
I think when we get to talking politics and when people get to talking politics, they get into the name calling, into the you're this and you're that. And I think that's just totally wrong. If you have a different way of getting there, that's fine. If you have a different way of getting there, that's fine. You may see a different way. What I've seen with politics is people typically only want to govern people that vote for them.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
It's
about like getting reelected.
Amen. You would be the mayor of the city, not of just the people that voted for you. You are the president of the United States. Right now, we're the divided states.
Yeah.
And there's
been that.
Yeah. I actually, the way it feels like some want to restart a civil war.
Yeah, it wasn't Trump either. It wasn't the Trump administration. This is back, I would say, even before Obama, people started really taking some strong stances to where they could not, both sides. I mean, I think that's whenever we started really politically going at each other's throats.
But I think they're maxing the shit out now.
Oh, they damn sure maxing it out.
To me, it's like it feels like a fucking like actual circus. And like if you get sucked into it, like if you go right now on X and you get scrolling, and if X really thinks that you're into political stuff, and they start sending you the shit, and you start seeing what this side's posting about this side and this side's posting about this side, and if you pick a side, X is smart enough to say, "Oh, this motherfucker's a Republican. Let's give him that Republican shit." Or if this motherfucker's a Democrat, let's Democrat this shit up.
And
it'll give it to you. Yeah.
This is why I don't like AI.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of algorithms. You know are turning people into like super fanatics.
And to be completely honest, if politicians sat down together, what we want is we want the best plan. You're never going to get it right. You're the man of your house. You got people in your house that look up to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man in your house. Them motherfuckers in your house don't even agree with you all the time.
No.
Sure.
They can. Hey, Tyler. The people in your house don't agree with you all the time. You're governing your own home, and the people up under your roof ain't gonna agree with you.
No.
If you are governing the United States, you think everybody gonna agree with your ass? You can't get it in your own house.
No. I think people are just being pushed to like where it's like it's all right. I get that, but that would be like people in your house like hating you and have nothing to do with you. It's just like
decisions that you have to make as a father.
Yeah.
There are decisions that you're going to have to make that the kids won't understand right now.
Yeah.
That your wife may not agree with. But you got to do it because you know it's going to protect y'all, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't protect y'all, who's going to do it?
And political parties just they got so nasty with it. They're
too nasty with it.
That's how they've divided. They send both people to both extremes because they're pressing issues that hit people's heartstrings. That's why every ad campaign you're seeing right now is bringing up the abortion. Whatever side, they're bringing up the transgender. They're bringing up things that they know are going to press both sides.
Yeah,
like and that's exactly what they want to do, because they say, oh, well, if you even say that you voted for him, you're going to be hated. And this is both sides. Both sides know this.
I just can't imagine somebody telling me they're going to vote for somebody and that moving me so much and being like, you know what, fuck you. I fucking hate you.
I have family members
like, bro, I don't give a
that vote differently, and I mean, and you can tell on a motherfucker's face whenever they're like, are you voting? Yeah, because I never put it out there. I don't never put. Are you voting? Yeah. Oh, okay. Who you gonna vote for? You tell them, and they're,
all right, bet.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you have a new image of me now. Like you see me differently than you did when I showed up.
Dude, I was recording. He said, "Yeah, my sister's a Democrat. We don't talk no more." I said, God damn.
It's fuck. That's exactly the way it is.
But do you know that's the problem with politics, is because I think differently than you, we can't talk.
Yeah, that's crazy. We should all just be able to chill.
That's the problem. That is the problem.
So, you know, a lot of people only vote based upon hot button issues. Or, you know, like you said, they're saying certain things that make you, you know, with the whole Tony Hinchcliffe thing. When he was on the Tom Brady roast, I thought it was hilarious. Right? He hit everybody. He hit blacks. He hit Jews. He hit white.
God.
He hit, hey man, he didn't miss any.
He hit gays, lesbians.
He didn't miss any group, right?
Everybody.
So now this is Derrick. Strictly Derrick. When I watched him on the roast, that was the time for that.
Yeah.
But at the rally, I didn't think it was the time for it. I know what you know what I'm saying?
I'm not laughing at it either. I'm laughing at how it was nuts. It was nuts.
Yo, dude, you put out this image of yourself and you say we've got a piece of trash floating in the dog. It's called Puerto Rico.
It's fucking horrible.
It is, because guess what? Then you know what it is people's minds go back to whenever Puerto Rico was hit by the hurricane and Trump went down there and his ass is throwing paper towels at the people. It seems as if though he's condoning the.
Is that what it was referencing?
No. It wasn't.
No, he was just saying.
No. Yeah,
okay.
I'm just saying, like, yo, people think back to when he was there, you know, doing that or whatever. A lot of times you could, and I think you want more people to vote with you than against you. And I think that people speaking as ill as they do in blanketed statements against an entire group, you're turning most people in that group away from you.
Yeah. So here's I'm not going to defend Tony Hinchcliffe, but I'm going to try to come from his angle. This is addicted to arguing. Let's argue a little bit. In his mind, I think he came in with a kill Tony mindset,
Absolutely.
a Tom Brady roast mindset.
Yeah.
And to him, he was just making jokes.
Yeah.
And I do think it was a misstep on the whole campaign.
Right.
Because you should just know that that's probably not, because that's his whole deal. And the thing is, he played into his character. That is how he comes off in his shows. And it's like, so when people get on the internet and they'll be like, oh, he's racist and all this shit. But it's like, I have a problem with that because I really think this is just jokes. But if you look at Kill Tony, for example, do y'all know Cam Patterson?
Mm-hmm.
The comedian, Cam Patterson, got his start off Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Every YouTube video Cam Patterson do, even shit that don't have nothing to do with Kill Tony, he gonna say something about, thank you, Tony Hinchcliffe. That's like his thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Tony. You got David Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Blew up. Was a regular on the show.
Yeah.
Hans Kim.
I mean,
all of his tops are not white guys.
Yeah, and then if you look at his band, he has a band. There's like 11 people in it, and there's one white dude on a guitar.
But these are all people who see him for the first time, never watched his show.
It's the wrong setting. It's 100% the wrong setting.
That's all. When you go to comedy shows, being a comedian, right? The information that is given in that meeting is for the people that were there. A lot of times, when you put out a video, people are going, well, I don't like that. Hey, listen, it wasn't for you. You weren't there.
Yeah, you weren't at the show. Yeah,
you know
that makes
what I mean?
sense. Yeah,
because we take clips and see, we live our lives based off of clips, not based off of the totality of what somebody was saying or doing. Sometimes those clips can give you a very good,
but that could also play into what happened there, because he had a whole bunch of other jokes, but they're focusing on like 2 of them.
So about 3.
Yeah, 3.
the black dude cutting the watermelon. We were at his house the other night and we carved up watermelons. Motherfucker, how more racist can you get?
He said something about a black, but
he said, "Oh no, that black dude down there."
He said something on his head.
He said, "Oh, that's a lampshade on his head." He said, "That's a lampshade on his head." No, that's my buddy. The other night we were at his house, getting ready for Halloween. We were carving up watermelons.
But see, he had this. But to be real though, he had the same. He had this. He had the same energy as the roast though, because when he said Kevin Hart's so small. What did he say?
Oh man,
it's something about when they pick cotton. It's like I can't remember
guess what I did. Guess what I did? The roast. Laughed.
Yeah. It's about the setting.
You try not to laugh because I'm right here, dog.
No, it's just I didn't even know he went
this
motherfucker went in now.
If I see, so if I'm there I watch Kill Tony every Monday.
Yeah.
I love that shit. It's wild. It's out of pocket.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of what they do is a reaction to the censorship that crushed way too hard on comedy. And so there's a group of them guys that are just like, no, we say wild shit now.
Crazy wild shit than anybody's thinking, and we mean nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Trump has become Kill Tony in his campaigning.
That's true. That's very accurate.
Wild.
He does.
Outlandish shit, right?
Yeah.
It's for a certain group of people. What happened was Tony said that shit that he said, and he said it to a group of people that will not condemn it.
Well, people booed. That's the thing, though. There was people in the crowd that booed. So because he was like, "Oh, y'all don't like that? Okay, next joke." Those are also important moments. Like,
okay,
there was a lot of people. There was a lot of people in the crowd that was not fucking with it, and they were like, "Ooh, this maybe not be the best move right now. We probably need the Hispanic vote, the Puerto Rican vote. Like, chill out."
The thing, I think that has to be. It has to be louder. Okay, let me say it like this, because it was a rally for the Republican Party. Technically, I guess that would be the way to put it, right? It has to be louder that, hey man, we don't agree with this shit. Policy-wise, we fuck with him. That's our dude. Because his policies against no abortion, we fuck with his policies. We don't fuck with the racist shit. Like, anybody being racist, we don't fuck. If that was being said, I think you garner a lot more support than being silent. Your silence makes it seem complicit.
Yeah.
And I think that is what really turns off a lot of voters. And I'm going to say a lot of. So
you think somebody should have came out afterwards and been like, "Hey, we don't fuck with that joke"?
Well, I think they're damn sure, because it's not just that one person should have said it. It should have been said by the majority, right?
Okay.
Or it should have been said, "Hey, listen, that was a comedian." I think a lot of that was in poor taste. That does not detract from what we're trying to accomplish. And I think that you handle it. Deal with it, because you got voters that are looking. Motherfuckers still ain't decided who they're going to vote for. They could want. Let me say it like this. Boy, this is going to be so sexist. I'm going to say it just the way I feel it. I don't want a woman running this country. I don't want a woman running my house. You understand? I think that we look weak as a country for a woman to run the country. That's the way I feel.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, just as a man, I feel like I'm the leader. That's my take on Kamala Harris. I think that when I watch an entire group purposely mispronounce her name.
Kamala.
Kamala. You know what I mean? They know what her name is, and they purposely mispronounce it. I think it.
They know his name. They know his name is Trump, but they call him Hitler.
Nah,
that is a pretty big
I think a lot
mispronunciation.
Of people, for the most part, will say that he says some stuff that sounds like Hitler. Like he doesn't have a. You won't catch.
Nah, bro. I said it the other day. They both have a lot. I've done a lot of studying.
Yeah, on both.
Over here,
I've been studying.
It's hard for me to say that because I'm blonde hair, blue eyed. Nobody get the wrong fucking idea here.
Yeah.
I've studied it because. Do you know how fucking extreme it was? What happened in that time and how it worked up to that?
Oh yeah,
because that was my first question. Is
I love history.
11 million people.
That's right.
How'd you get there?
How'd
you get to that spot? Right. And the thing is, it was a place that was in so much turmoil that half or more or the majority was looking around like, we need something radical to save us from
Ain't
this.
This sounding like it?
But here's the thing.
And then somebody stepped in and said,
"Hey,
on
the same shit though.
We have certain places and people to blame for where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Well,
I can save you from that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
That sounds like Trump, right?
They said so they were calling the rally.
I'm
the
not
other
saying
night.
They're alike. That is not what I'm saying.
They were calling that a Nazi rally. But there was a ton of Jews. There was black folks. There was even Puerto Ricans there. I've seen so many Puerto Ricans comment under like Tony's posts. Tony went on there and was like, "Hey, y'all can't take a joke." That was his take on it. And there was people like, "No, Tony, we fuck with you." But this rally, if it really was a Nazi rally, it wouldn't have been as diverse as it was in there. Yeah, they're acting like this was a room full of white people saying "fuck everybody else." That's not what it was.
So I don't think that. And I can agree with you on that.
Because they got Vivek up there. What the fuck's he doing up there if it's a Nazi rally?
I agree with you on it wasn't a Nazi rally, right?
Right.
Like it's not a Nazi rally.
But they get to say that though.
But here's the deal. Can you denounce the shit that feels racist to others? Can you denounce people that they're inciting shit? Let me tell you something. Motherfuckers is moving on your emotions, which is why I don't get emotional.
But did you like when Obama said that it would be weak for the black men not to vote for her? Did you hear when he said that little deal? How did that make you feel when he said that?
Do I understand it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a black man.
Yeah.
So I understand exactly where he's coming from.
Right.
I understand exactly why he said what he said.
What did he say? Y'all put that into context for me. I don't know.
Basically,
it would be weak of black men not to vote for Kamala Harris.
Lots of black people didn't like that shit. Lots of black guys didn't like that shit.
They may not. A lot of times you don't like the shit that you need to hear. This wasn't an attack against other races. This was a challenge by somebody in that race towards his race. A challenge. Hey, I'm the guy that you... Listen, I'm telling you, here's what we need to do. If the challenge came from Tony to white men to stand up and do the right thing, how could any other race be... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Within the race, then you get a chance to talk and say, hey, this is that. I would have no place to come in and say, man, I wouldn't really like that shit. Like, I wouldn't, you ain't like it with... But as a black man, I can accept my brother challenging me.
Right.
Again, did you hear the words that I said? I don't want a woman. Hear me well. That's not what I want. But I appreciate, I ain't even saying who I'm voting for or against. Let me say that. Because I think it's...
But even that statement, the internet would tear you up. Like if you were on a big stage and you said that shit,
no.
They would go in on that shit.
I believe that if you leave it as a clip, sure. But I believe that as a man, I believe a man should lead.
Right.
That's me. I believe a man should lead. And I'm always believe that. It matters not how anybody feels about it. A man should lead.
Yeah. Does that come from a Christian background, do you think?
All right, so
because from a biblical standpoint, I mean, that's obviously the
let me say this:
top.
when I do politics, because they separate church and state, right? Try not to put my political beliefs along with my religious beliefs. When you are governing the people, you're not only governing people that believe like you believe in these United States of America, you're governing every belief and those who don't have beliefs. So I cannot, it does not bode well for a politician to lean solely towards their religious beliefs.
Yeah, then
So that's not
you're counting on the religion to vote for
you.
you.
That way. It's not because
that's like when they say let's put church back in school and all that shit. It's like, okay, well then you need to put Hinduism. You need to put if we're gonna put religion in school, it's gonna have to be all them shits, right?
Well, you
In
do.
the
You
USA,
have, you
yes,
have
that would
Christian
have to be
schools. You have monastery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have all these different types of schools. My big deal is I believe that a man should lead. And you know what? Fuck it, we are addicted to arguing. I'm not arguing for Donald Trump. I'm not arguing against Kamala. What I am saying is that this country, there are people who, if your policies are rock solid and they are meant to help the people, speak on the policies.
Yeah.
Not on shit that would divide us. Speak on shit that brings us together. I have a problem with division. See, people that are supposed to be using their religion is divisive.
Yeah, just by
it's
nature.
probably the most divisive.
Yeah, by nature, and
possible thing
through
that you
history
could
is
bring
like one
about.
of the most divisive things that's ever happened.
Why most wars have occurred.
Yeah,
Because of religion.
Yeah.
It is dividing this country. I believe in being a good person. I don't. This ain't being political ain't got nothing to do with getting to heaven or hell. If that's what you believe, you understand? This is about what's best for us today and going forward. You lose me whenever you start mudslinging and dogging people and hitting. But I think
I just think it's even though. I like from the information I'm taking in. Everybody is playing nasty right now.
Just because they play nasty doesn't mean it's right.
Right? Yeah, I think
that's where I'm at. So let's say the Democratic Party is playing nasty like that, right? Yeah. They shouldn't do it. It ain't right.
Right.
A spade is a spade. It ain't fucking right.
Yeah.
If the Republican Party is being nasty, it ain't right.
Yeah, that shit is wrong.
I don't 100%. Give a fuck that they do the shit. I don't care that either side does it. I don't like it from either part. It's a part of politics, but I don't like it. We should be way more inclusive, and we should really think about our fellow man. The way I look at the shit, I want to think about how it affects those who are less fortunate. I'm fortunate. I'm a fortunate man. I'm a very fortunate man. I ain't broke by no straight. It being fortunate for me could be unfortunate for someone else. Do I care enough about them to look out for them? Right. Or do I only think about me and those who are fortunate? I think when you're in politics, you have to look out for the unfortunate just as much as the fortunate.
It's probably one of the most important things, to be honest.
I just think the political system is like broke.
If it's broke, it's up to who to fix it.
We're fighting fire with fire right now, and the problem with that is that everybody's going to burn.
Yeah.
Everybody will burn when you're fighting fire with fire.
That's right.
I mean, when it's all said and done, one of these parties is going to win, and somebody's going to sit there, and every bit of hate that was spewed upon the world is still going to be simmering, no matter who is in power. No matter, and in fact, it's going to be worse because every you said mudslinging, every bit of mud that was slung, people are still going to be covered in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're going to be mad about it.
That's right.
And it's fucked.
I would have voted for RFK if he'd have stayed in the middle. Personally,
I mean,
I think most people would rather have a different candidate.
Yeah, I'd say 80% would rather not choose between who we got.
But because we have to choose, and man, you going strongly to the left, strongly to the right.
Yeah,
I think that's a dangerous place to be either side. Yeah,
it is. It's a very dangerous place to be, and I believe I just don't. I don't see how it helps us. I don't see how it helps people. It's ugly. Roger and I differ in politics, and I brought that up the last time. Roger was on my page. I miss my man. I miss my friend.
Yeah.
Roger, I consider Roger a friend. You know what I mean? We never discuss politics because I don't think our friendship will last.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything. He believes this. He's a business owner. Well, I'm also a business owner. You know what I mean? So
you got to be able to read a room there too. Whenever it comes to with who you're talking about, because I have friends that there's not one fucking idea that we can throw at each other that's gonna make us feel any other way. But not everybody's like that.
I got a buddy from Falk named Nick, and hopefully he watches this. And we went to school together, and he said something about politics one day on his page, and it was kind of it wasn't offensive towards me, but it was a little ugly. And so I think I messaged him and said something to him about, hey, dude, listen, I don't, man, Nick ain't said anything else since then. I kind of feel bad about messaging him. It's his page. But man, I quit talking politics on Facebook. I ain't there for that.
I think it's fucking weird to sit around and talk about politics like every day.
It is.
I think there are days that go by that I do not speak on this shit.
Because guess what? After next Tuesday,
yeah,
and then 2 or 3 weeks after that, we ain't gonna talk about this shit again until February inauguration.
I really can't wait. Like, especially in the podcast world, dude, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I really am. Like, I really am tired of, like, it was cool that we talked about it. I'm not mad at that.
You gotta bring this shit up. Like,
yeah, you have to.
It's
But it's like, eventually we're gonna just be like, hey, let's make fun of fucking robots, or let's do, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's. But right now, you just have to play into it.
Yeah, our job is to stay in current events, and the current event is fucking this. Everything about it.
We got an election coming up. And again, I never, even during this time.
Have y'all voted already?
No, and I meant to go today, but I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah, I've early voted.
I got to get a fucking day off, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely going tomorrow.
I was just scared of the line, so I was like, bro, I went to the Southwest Center. The day it went up, and there was still a little bit of a line, but it was.
I vote on the Arkansas side.
Yeah, I'm still on Arkansas, so I got to get over there.
Yeah, I gotta get down there and vote. My encouragement is for people. I know people that just don't vote. They've never voted. That's
how I've been up until this year, and I've had a lot of people question me on it.
What made you change then? What made you decide to vote this year then?
I'd have to say the fact that there's a lot of things that I'd like to complain about, which I've always had things to complain about. But now it's kind of came to me like, are you going to bitch and not do nothing about it? And that comes to like any portion of my life. Yeah. Like I literally will look at somebody who complains to me, and I'll say, I understand that you feel that way. You're telling me about it. Are you going to do something about it?
Yeah.
And I found that I would be hypocritical in my own thoughts if I did not go do something about it. And this is the smallest thing. I'm the conspiracy theory. I still in my brain
fucking matters,
don't think my vote matters. But to me, consciously knowing that I need to be a certain thing, for me, I need to do it.
It matters. And I know a lot of people say, well, man, the Electoral College is who they elect the president. Let me explain to you how you get your Electoral College votes based upon your individual vote.
Yeah.
That goes towards.
Yeah, but we're not in fucking Pennsylvania. We're not in none of them places.
What you mean, like a swing state?
Yeah, the battleground states.
Yeah, but the state of Texas, it has a certain weight to it. The state of Arkansas has a certain weight to it. And so if your state is Democratic, it will carry a Democratic vote. If it's Republican, it will carry. People are burning boxes. They're burning voter boxes. Trump is already ready set to challenge the election once it's over. If the democratic process works, it's always been there. Why not continue with it? You're trying to tear down the system. Does the system need an overhaul? Sure. You don't. Hey, listen, if your house needed some repairs, you gonna tear that bitch down, or you just gonna fix where it's at?
Mm-hmm.
you gonna
move
tear that
to the woods. Fuck that house.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, what do you do? So the house needs some work. Yeah. It's old. This is an old house. One of the ways that you fix your house is voting locally. I believe people need to get out and vote locally. Get involved. Find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, people ain't even been to a PTA meeting.
I'm about to get the mayor on this show. I got
Which
somebody
one?
helping me. The one on
Bergerman?
Texas side. Yeah.
Bergerman?
Yeah.
That's my guy.
I'm
You
working
got somebody
on that.
helping you get it? Man, call him.
Yeah. I'll do that, huh?
Doug, yeah, like, I mean, you know, these guys, we know that we think differently, but even in that, you can get a lot accomplished working with people that don't think like you. You get a whole lot accomplished if you want to get it accomplished. It's not about being right. It's about doing what's right. I think too many people focus on being right when they should focus on doing what's right.
Yeah.
Tell it to Facebook, man. Tell it to everybody out there.
I'm tired of the...
You want
Hopefully
to talk
this
about
clip gets on
addicted to
there.
arguing?
Yeah.
Addicted to arguing? I think America is addicted to arguing.
America is addicted to art. It's they love it. I think that I love the name for this show, right? Addicted to arguing because we get along. But I feel like way too many people want to sound right. They want to. They want you to follow them, and they're not headed anywhere. They want you to follow them and follow you where. I think so many people in math. They say math is the only exact science. Is that what it is? Math is an exact science, Tom?
Sounds right.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
All right. So in math, you state the problem. That's where most people quit it.
Yeah.
Is in stating the problem. Well, if there's a math problem, there's a solution to it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just state the problem. Find the solution. We've stopped being a solution-based. That's why I think the solution is not.
Well, I think the problem sells.
The what now?
The problem sells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. The problem damn sure sells.
Yeah, and that's how you get reelected.
The problem.
Yeah, the problem is how you get reelected because I'm going to fix that problem.
Well, again.
That's why a lot of shit don't get fixed.
Doctors only practice.
Yeah.
It's a practice. We're practicing. When is the fucking game, dude? When is the game? It's a practice. And so the problem does sell. But we've got to start. This is why you don't need that. It's going to make us dumber. Use your brain. Do not get sucked into, it'll make life easier. It's going to make a lot of people dumber. Most people will not go out and search for information or look for it. They want it to be handed to them.
Through a brain chip.
I grew up in an era where we had people coming by
Through
the
a
house and
Facebook
selling you
meme.
encyclopedias. That was our internet. All the encyclopedias.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude, you had to go through the pages. Yellow pages. I ain't got to look in the yellow pages anymore.
Yeah, I remember calling people from the phone book. That's just crazy. You don't do that shit no more.
So,
I think another thing that they've done in these deals is they've used, like, the campaigns are, like, paying, like, these younger guys and girls to go on, like, TikTok. And all they do, like, they just go live and they will debate all day long. There's nothing that could be said that's going to change that person's mind or nothing. So it's like, they're not even, these debates not really even healthy. It's just like a fucking...
It is unhealthy.
It's a paid-for pissing contest.
Oh, it's super
It's like a lawyer. It's people who have trained themselves to be able to argue with any given statement. There is no settling. There's no coming to terms with. It is, let me articulate a way in my brain to get around whatever valid statement you may have made.
I believe
and whenever you know what that is, that's like, it's a trait of narcissism and manipulation. And
it is.
And I think that is the only right answer nowadays.
Which is why whenever I'm speaking the way I'm speaking, I ain't telling nobody which party to go for.
Thorn vine.
I think you should do your own research and figure out resolve in your own heart who you want to vote for. I don't want to tell anybody who to vote for. I know exactly who I'm voting for.
Right.
But that's not to I don't want to sway anybody.
Yeah.
I want you to do what you think is what may be right for you may not be right for me.
Yeah.
What was that song? Different Strokes. Oh my God. What might be right for you may not be right for some. Like, yo, the theme song to that, Different Strokes, was a white dude with a white daughter who took in two little black kids. Y'all Arnold and Willis. Y'all ever see that show?
No.
Different Strokes. Mr. Drummond. Tyler, you ever seen that show? Different Strokes? Man, all three of them kids, but the theme song said what might be right for you may not be right for some.
Yeah.
But it was a rich white man who had a white daughter. She was a teenager. And he took in these 2 little black kids. It's just different strokes for different folks, man. Shit don't, hey, man, what might be right for you may not be right for some.
And in all honesty, my given opinion is it's pretty fucking weird to be worried about what somebody else wants to do. You know, in any other aspect of life outside of politics, that's weird.
That's why we get along.
Weird.
That's why everybody gets along with, because they don't give a fuck until it comes to politics.
No.
Politics and religion
are the most divisive shit.
If you tell me what you want on your pizza and I look at you and say, man, that's nasty, and it goes any farther than that, I'm fucking weird.
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah.
Facts.
Like,
That's
but people's excuses, they say, well, this is our life.
Leave.
This is going to change our life. You have to be on board with this shit. Like some people, that's kind of how they approach the shit. Like because I posted one time, put this paragraph out. Hey, we should just be cool, man. Even if it was the beginning of the election, I thought I'd go write me a little paragraph. Everybody chill out. We're leaning into this shit too hard. And then there was people commenting under it like, you don't understand the severity of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like hyping up their own reasons.
You want to know how a lot of black people think? Think it's going back to slavery. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Am I bullshitting?
Really?
Did you know
this is news to me.
That is how
through like one party or the whole thing.
Through one party. The rhetoric.
But I mean, isn't he polling higher with black folks than he's ever has before?
They're lying to you.
Think so?
Hey, motherfucker, I can tell you some shit.
But I know like 15 dudes that I've talked to, like you're really like the first black dude I've talked to in a while are just like really like not trumped out, like for real.
I listen to, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because I listen to everybody.
Yeah.
I want to hear your side of the argument.
Yeah.
It's like we're on a jury. The jury hears from the prosecution and the defense. Then they make a determination based upon the facts that they have on guilty or not. I'm the jury. I'm not for one side or the other. Motherfucker, right. I don't even want to be here. But I have a civic duty.
Right.
So because I have a civic duty, I'm listening to both sides.
Do you feel that way? Do you feel like things are... I would like an explanation on how things could be leaning to go back that way.
How it feels that way.
Or how it feels that way. I would like to understand why. I can't understand in that sense, but to understand why somebody would feel that way.
The Project 2025 thing?
Yeah, explain that to me.
I can't in detail. I can't explain it to you in detail. What I can say about it is...
Explain what that might mean to people who...
It's a bunch of plans, and it's like there's like 900 things in the plan of Project 25.
It's a lot.
It's too much.
But Trump really wants to go into like a dictatorship.
But see, but I really do think that some of that shit is them just saying that shit from the other side. He said publicly that like so many times that he's not with the Project 2025 shit.
I've heard him say that.
Yeah.
I've heard him say that.
Yeah.
So I get it. If you come out and say that you're
people say Trump's gonna be a dictator, but he was already in there before. So like, why didn't he do it the first time?
Nah, he was in there, but think about what he's tried to do, which is throw a coup. The election doesn't work. You're running for office and you don't even believe the shit worked.
That is sketchy.
Hella sketchy. Yeah. You're running for office and the votes are wrong. They didn't do it. If you win, is it right? Are you gonna detest it if you win? See, Hillary
did the same shit though. Hillary was upset, and they said this shit was fake.
It's okay to be upset that your ass lose. Yeah. It's not okay to try to go reverse it.
Yeah. Everybody tries to reverse it. He just tried like harder.
That motherfucker had people show up on January 6th to the Capitol, looking to kill politicians based upon his words.
Right.
This is a saying that black people have towards Trump. I'm letting y'all in on some shit. Everybody that's voting for Trump is not a racist.
Mm-hmm.
But every racist is definitely voting for Donald Trump. Can't say that everybody that's voting for him is racist. He has spoken to that inner shit in people that makes them feel like, yeah, you goddamn right. That's what he's spoken to, and it's awakened. There are people who hate where this country is going. The tearing down of certain statues in southern states.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of that around here.
Definitely seen it, right? And because I'll hit y'all with some more shit. It feels like because Barack Obama was elected president, because a black man was elected, it's the first one in history, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, I get it that they may say, nah, the first one was black. You got to go before George Washington. Whatever, motherfucker. We talking about these 44 people that we can document, that we have on record. They've all been white, right? In any other part of life, Donald Trump would not be accepted. He couldn't even go get a job without the felonies he got on this record.
Mm-hmm.
You took what was, quote unquote, the best of a black man, Harvard educated. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any scandal. If Barack would have had one scandal, that shit would have been everywhere. You took him and you put him in office. No matter how much good he did, there were going to be people that hated him. He couldn't do enough good to please everybody. Here's the one thing I don't understand about that. Barack Obama is both black and white. His mother is white. Father was black. He was raised by his white mom. I don't even understand so it seems racial when it comes to that.
No.
Because once you get Barack Obama out of office, then you bring in a dude with a few baby mamas. What other president had a couple baby mamas? A few baby mamas now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bill Clinton was working on it.
All the presidents was fucking now.
No.
Now they was all fucking, but there wasn't nobody just who
Bill was working on it.
had sex with a
There's always been
porn
some
star.
fucked up presidents, bro.
Well,
There have been some fucking.
There's
you
always
crazy
been
as hell if you don't
fucked
think Bill
up
Clinton has had
presidents.
sex with a porn star.
I didn't say he didn't, but Trump paid this bitch.
but he got caught. You don't think Bill Clinton paid her?
He killed him. Listen,
No, I didn't necessarily.
Let's keep Bill and Trump here.
Yeah.
They not a little similar?
so you had a guy that cheated on his wife while he was in office, right?
Right.
You got a similarity
On the
there.
surface. Like, that's what he got
No,
caught
I did
doing.
not have
But a
sexual
motherfucker-
relations
but I'm
with
saying,
that woman.
but a motherfucker that gets caught doing some shit, just imagine what they didn't get caught doing.
Gotcha. Trump has how many felonies is it?
Yeah, but that shit too, they went after his ass for some shit that could have been misdemeanors. I've listened to so many lawyers go down the path of that shit where they just like, they literally trumped it up. They were like, fuck it, dude. Hit him with these felonies.
Okay.
He could have arrested Hillary, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
If he could have, if they could have, they would have.
He said it was a bad look for president, so he didn't lock her up.
Listen, and maybe it was. They ain't locked Trump up. They have not locked him up, right?
Yeah. I think they all do bad shit.
It's hard to lock up money.
Even like Obama, like the drone strikes, killing civilians and shit over there. Like,
It's hard to lock up money.
that's kind
It is
of
hard to
Even
lock up.
around here. I mean, you come around here, whatever the fuck you did, like, if you got enough money, then you know the right judge and you can get put in the right place.
So-
right. Yeah.
I mean,
The Bible speaks of it, and they think that they're talking about your talents. But the Bible says your gift will make room for you. If you have enough money, like you said, and I can offer this judge a gift to make a little room for your ass.
yeah, or this you say, you know what? I'll go to court while I'm there. I'll give $50,000 to this charity of the state if
Why?
we can just it doesn't come
That's
to
right.
the public.
That's right.
They talked this to the DA before they even went to court.
Hey, man.
That's why I think
know.
Diddy gonna get off.
I think he'll die.
That's the
my
only
thought.
two options.
I
He
figured
either
he'd
pays his way
Epstein
out
out.
of it or he
I
gets
think-
Epsteined.
Well, I think
You're
you
gonna
got to
get
keep
Epstein.
shit quiet. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing to think about this shit.
A lot
Is
of baby
like
oil.
how many people are involved in the Epstein shit on both sides?
Hey, man, if you
On both
knew,
sides.
if you knew what, you're going to pass by a house tonight on your way home where somebody beating the old lady in that house.
Worse than
Hell
that.
yeah, brother.
Worse than that.
Motherfucker.
You're gonna pass 10 child predators on the way
That's
home.
terrible. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, now fuck
You
them.
don't know what's going on in people's houses.
Kevin Gates said, I thought it was legal to
But when
beat
you
your hoe.
find out, but when you find out what's going on, I don't know. Listen, I wish that those who are in politics are corrupt. Just about everybody.
Yeah.
I will not, just about everybody in politics is corrupt. I can't say that they aren't. I haven't seen where they aren't.
Probably like 85%.
Yeah. Which is, again, why I try to look at their character. What does your character look like to me? What does it project upon all people?
So, listen,
Because it's a difficult position to be in.
Right. So let me be like, okay, today I'm definitely playing the argument, just leaning to the name of the title. So don't get mad. Like, we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we're going to act like Joe Biden was cool for these past 4 years, like mentally cool? Like, can we talk about that?
Asleep.
But he's the leader.
Bro,
he can't be asleep.
Motherfucker was
That's
sleepy
not
Joe, huh?
that can't
Sleepy.
sleep.
He got the name for
But
a
no,
reason,
what they ask her about it. Here's what I want her to say. Look, I think that was she can't.
But don't you understand that?
But
If your wife
Where's he at, bro?
sleep,
Yeah, he goes.
where the fuck do you think he is?
Sean always makes jokes about him. He says he goes to sleep at 4.
Dog, listen. If your wife or your brother was into some shit and they asked you to speak against him, could you do it?
No.
You can't. She's his vice. She can't. So,
But she doesn't. She's not like trying to separate herself, or because they ask her like, you
no, your wife wouldn't separate herself from you. If somebody asked your wife some shit, and even though you weren't going to be, she couldn't go again. I think it's wrong to go. You know how fucked up Trump is? The people that he picked don't fuck with him.
Yeah, but okay. So I'll
shit?
still man that argument. I'll say this. Look, he didn't come up in politics. He didn't know who to pick. How would he know who to pick if he was just a businessman?
And once they got with his ass, well, how good of a businessman are you? Once they got with him, they don't. Your vice president don't even want that shit no more.
But what if he picked wrong?
Somebody would argue that
What if he picked the wrong vice president?
Somebody would
Mike
would
Pence
argue that they got around Trump.
I'm just trying to keep the.
I think people would argue, and this is not my argument. I'm like he said.
A lot of
if
these are not
people
my
were to make
arguments.
an
I'm just throwing fuel on the fire because fuck it, whatever.
They would say people got around Trump and could not do what they wanted to do as far as their position of power went.
That's another thing. What if he's so against the system that people say they don't like him because they can't fucking get like okay, so we hear about the swamp or the deep state or all this bullshit like of which I mean you think about like if Joe ain't running shit, who the fuck is running like at this moment? Is it Kamala? Is she
Congress?
First off,
Congress and cabinet.
It's the same for any president. Whenever people know that he's not coming back, you're a lame duck. They started that term for a reason.
Yeah, but what about a year ago when he was visibly declining? Who was in control?
It's a collective effort.
I mean, it's a good question, ain't it?
Bro is so off, bro.
I felt because I literally feel bad for this dude when they put him on stage because like.
Oh, yeah.
When they said he was going to debate Trump, I knew he was cooked. There was no way.
Oh, no. I didn't want to see that.
I feel like they were literally injecting him with some type of stimulant just to get him through an hour.
5-hour energy.
Yeah, between 12 to 4.
They were like, give him a shot. He can get through it. And then he would go and listen to an earpiece.
They flew him on a helicopter over North Carolina to look at the
wreckage for the hurricane.
They land the helicopter. I can't make this shit up. They land the helicopter and they ask him, "What do you think about the storm?" He said, "What storm?"
I cannot make any excuses for this man.
Yeah.
And I think 2 points. I'm gonna say 2 points is 2 people: Joe Biden and Trump. Too old to run.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I think
too old.
Well, I think there's 80-year-old people out there that could do it, but I think Joe Biden literally has dementia.
I want you to know.
There should be like a test, though.
I want you to know something about 80-year-old people. They grew up during segregation.
They shouldn't be driving, bro. Y'all don't need to be driving.
Hey, let's get down to that.
Y'all don't need to be.
If your president can't drive.
I know. Have y'all ever seen a car driving so slow that you are concerned
if Biden drives
about and then you're like, oh.
They old.
There's no way Biden drives. Do y'all think Biden drives ever?
No president drives anymore.
Yeah, I know, but don't you think Donald Trump could drive though?
Biden has not driven his own
seen him
car
drive a
since
golf cart.
1996.
If I saw Biden at the golf ranch, and he is driving the golf cart, I'm getting the fuck out the way.
No, listen, Biden shouldn't be driving. I think at 80. Yo, I want y'all to remember this shit. At my mom, what is my mom? 65, 66? Your parents that old?
My mama just turned 45.
My dad is 60.
My mom is 66. This is 24. Yeah, my mom is 66. That's right. At 66 years old, do you know my mom didn't go to school at an integrated school until she was like in high school?
Really?
I want y'all to know that's the world.
At 66?
Listen, integration happened when?
In
Late
the 60s.
My mom was born in the 50s.
At 66?
No, it should be 76, I think.
My mama was born in 1958.
Okay.
My dad was born in... Yeah, because my dad was born in 1960.
Yeah, 66.
And
so,
he's like 61
and so
or some
all
shit,
school, think about it, all schools were not trying to hear that integration shit.
Yeah, my grandfather has talked about it. And he was born in 50, so that makes sense, yeah.
Hey, listen, man. What I'm telling y'all is some of the things that happened back then are still with people in their hearts today.
Absolutely.
What about all the folks that loved Trump until he ran for president? Like Oprah used to fuck with Trump. The View used to fuck with Trump. There's videos of him going on The View right before this shit, and they fucking loved his ass. And then a couple weeks later, they were like, you know what? Fuck him for life.
Let me agree with you on something. You would like a lot of people unless you had to put them in charge too.
Like somebody until you got to invite them into your home.
Listen, and that's
but
what
he was
doing.
Around all these people before,
but
though.
Guess what? You weren't going to be in charge of me either. So can I party with you? Great partier.
They did it with Diddy.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. You party with motherfuckers but when they got to be in charge of shit, you know you got a friend that you love hanging with.
You gonna party with him and then let him be your boss on Monday?
Man, you would not let that motherfucker be your boss.
You gonna be like, hey, you remember when you was drunk?
You was out here smoking crack with me.
I seen you snort that line.
Yeah, you out here snorting like. All I'm saying is, yo,
give me a
like
pay cut.
Motherfucker until they got to be the. There's some women that I adore. I could not marry them.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fuck with them. Yeah. You got family members that you love. Your aunts, you love them.
I'm very lenient with people. I'm very lenient with people.
So that's how people could like Trump. He wasn't trying to be the leader. Guarantee you some motherfuckers like you. And if they found that your ass was trying to be their pastor, they say, I ain't going to that church.
No, I shouldn't be a pastor.
but if whatever you, there's motherfuckers that'll go against you, man. It's people that don't want you to be the union president of the local 4637.
Man.
They don't want you to be the union. So.
Hey, you better thank a union member.
Pastor Joe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
That was my comment.
So.
Did you see that?
Fuck
though?
hell.
Did you?
I've seen that.
How do you feel about, let's get into the real weed of things. How do you feel about her accents?
Who?
Kamala.
About her accents?
Bro,
She's done tried about 8 of them,
bro,
dude.
Have you seen
She's been the white lady. She's been, you better thank a union member.
Have you seen the meme?
You better thank a union member.
Have you seen the meme that compared her to Robert Downey Jr.?
No.
You remember the Robert Downey Jr. blackface?
Tropical Thunder.
And they were comparing, she was saying, what was she saying? She was saying, I'd collar up them greens.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I ain't gonna lie. I looked in the comments of when because somebody asked her, because she said, at the parties, I used to cook collard greens. I had so many of them, I peeled them in the bathtub. That's what she said. She said it twice.
Yeah.
And if you go in the comments, it's a fucking comedy section. It's black folks saying, that ain't how you do that shit.
Well, let's Kamala, the first dude would be white because she got a white man, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes,
he don't give you child molester vibes.
Who? Her dude,
Dougie Fresh.
I think I've only seen him once. I haven't paid attention to him.
I call up them greens.
Put a little shrimp on the bar of it. How did you feel? I know this is left field, but how did you feel when Robert Downey did that? Because I think that was one of the funniest movies ever.
Yeah, are black people okay with that?
Everyone
Y'all would have came in here in blackface tonight, I'd have left. Let me say that. Y'all came in here in blackface tonight. I'd have took my dick out and I'd have pissed on something and I'd have been like, all right, motherfucker, I'm out.
Understand.
But I'm not Rob. But we're not Iron Man though. This is
no. Hey, listen. I think that if it's and I don't even think there's a good taste to do it in. That I ain't had no problem with Robert doing for that movie.
I feel like that whole movie was made to be the most what's the word? Distasteful act of.
There's some people that see
art is that.
That's what I was going to say.
Like, let's make this as fucked up and
there's a comedy genre
politically
that is
incorrect and offensive.
There is distasteful comedy.
And I think that when you're trying to get a certain message across, of course, it's appropriate. There has to be a message to it. It has to show you. Sometimes you're holding up a mirror.
You mean like
I'm
Jordan Peele,
playing
like
a dude
Jordan
disguised
Peele
as another dude.
He's always got an underlying message in everything that he does, and all of his shit is
that's right.
Awesome. I mean,
sometimes you have to hold up that mirror, and the reflection that you see, it may be ugly, but he's holding up a mirror to who you are. Yeah. And a lot of people do not like to look at themselves. There are a lot of people who don't like mirrors in their house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the mirror.
You got to look
like, yeah, bitch.
So,
yeah,
so I don't see that shit as but I don't think that I don't on this show or anywhere else I go, I don't want to have to prove my blackness to prove to you that I'm black. I don't think Kamala should have to prove her blackness to prove that she's black enough. I think that typically in the black community, we spend a lot of time trying to prove how black we are. Most people wanted Barack Obama to prove how black he was. That was not his job. His job was to be the president. And that should not cover any race. It should be, I'm for everybody. And so a lot of times, her trying to prove that shit, I ain't finna prove to nobody how black I am. I'm me. Am I proud to be black? Absolutely I am. I'm proud of who I am. God made me this way. But that doesn't mean that I think you should be proud to be white. I think you should, you know what I'm saying? I think you should be proud to be black. But I don't think you should have to prove to me that you white. Prove to you I'm white, dear. How?
Yeah, that's
ain't it fucked up?
It's just pointless. If
you say I'm proud to be white, you immediately get
but I think
you get labeled a different way.
Very frowned upon nowadays.
I'm proud to be white. You cut that shit out.
I think somebody said that there's a difference in race pride and I forget what.
Yeah, I've heard what you're talking. I've heard. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being proud of who you are.
Because you know what? They're the people that walk around, like the white people that walk around and they're like
racism and proud of your race. There's
it's like the opposite of racism. It's like where they lean into the shit too much. Like where, I can't believe I'm white. Like the whiny, like bitch ass white. Like,
you mean like they're ashamed?
Yeah.
Of what ancestors
did? Yeah, I ain't got no control of whatever my fucking ancestors did. I know I'm not going to do no crazy shit like that.
I'm ashamed of humanity. I'm ashamed of how low different portions of humanity have stooped.
Yeah.
And,
hell yeah.
I mean, if there was a fucking thing that I could do about it, and there is, I can do with what I got today and going forward. And
sitting around being ashamed of your ancestry, I don't think that fucking does anything.
There's no way to dismiss it or make it okay. There's only, let's take what we've learned from history, and you got to know history to learn from the shit and do better.
Which is why you shouldn't take the shit out of schools.
And we have to do better. I have to do better with you. I have to do better with people that don't look like me. Yeah. And for the place that I see in the future, I've got to do it better with you.
Yeah.
There is no room for separation.
I get it.
People got to understand that shit. Yeah. There is no, I'll go out by God in the woods and ain't nobody gonna come around. No. If you want a future for you and your lineage that is proper.
Yeah.
And I mean, you gotta
We got to be better.
You can't
They just gotta do
separate
different.
because guess what?
Yeah.
You can't separate forever if that hasn't been fucking clear yet.
Hey, man.
Um,
You know, when I find that we're more unified when we don't. If you just took and stripped and it was just dark in here, and all you could do is we had to hold each other's hands to make it out. We wouldn't give a fuck about what color anybody was. We just
yeah, you wouldn't know either.
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you would.
I think I'm. What is?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I'm grabbing the black hand. I'm not sure about this.
God damn, these things are huge. What? Hey man, why your hands so soft? This white? Is this white hand? Nah, give me a black one.
Did you see that dude? It was one of those, walk up and ask somebody something on the street things, and they said something about black and white. He was like, "We're actually all just different shades of wheat." And then somebody looked up the
Shades of wheat.
the color shades of wheat, and it goes from like the blackest person that you could think of to the whitest fucking person you could think of, and it's all under wheat.
I want you to hear something here. I meant to do this shit to y'all, and the fact that you said that made me think about this. There was a dude walked up to white people and said, "Hey, act black." Have y'all seen this shit?
Oh,
Tyler, have
God.
you seen it?
I can just imagine.
Oh,
Walked
God.
up to this white woman. So, hey, bro, I can't even make this shit up. This was when they said for $1,000 act black. She went, freedom.
Oh, I saw that. She said,
Oh,
Hey,
God.
dog. I was like, what the freedom?
did she get the money though?
I don't know, but no. That's
Oh, no. Oh,
Hey, bro,
God.
that shit had me in tears because I kept watching it going, damn, she been waiting her whole life to do this shit.
My brain was spinning thinking about what she could have possibly
Oh,
done.
she could have took so many routes too.
And
Yeah, but
There was a lot of ways they could have went.
She could have went, hey, yo, homeboy, yo,
she could have went Ice Cube. She could have went Cat Williams. She could
She
have
could
went
have hard R's.
Yin Yang
Could have went.
Twins.
She could have went the whole other way.
She could have done a lot.
And
but
she went,
freedom.
oh, my God.
It's wild out there.
That's got me crying. All in all, man, I think we need to get back to love. Love is how you combat a whole bunch of stuff, man. And we have to love humanity. When you said you're ashamed of humanity, I get it. Me too.
I'm ashamed of where
I
we've
agree
been.
with that. I'm glad. You're ashamed of like.
I'm ashamed of where some of us are at now.
Oh, yeah. Come
you
on.
know, and yeah, like I said, all I can do is I can do me.
That's right.
I can do mine,
That's right.
and you get like you said. I think if everybody keeps their heart right, and that's a very fine line. It's a
Because
very
you
fine
cannot
line.
legislate someone's heart.
Oh,
No,
Mm.
that's
Well,
it's a good way to end right
yeah,
there.
sound like a good way to get out of there.
Good one.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. It's been another episode of Addicted to Arguing. We delivered on a little arguing.
Happy
a little fun,
Halloween.
little laugh.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, Craig. I mean, word.
He yelled his own name.
Yeah, I did. Come on, word. My bad, dog. My bad. That's all I got. I'm Craig from Friday. Yeah.
There you
there we
have
go.
it. Y'all be
Brother
blessed.
guy.
Is it the other guy?
We'll see y'all next week.